story that they like to tell you.
3, 2, 1, go.
Wow! We are so live! Oh my God, so live. I even have boobs in that picture. How'd that happen? I must have been standing on my head. Yeah, it looks good, that picture. Must have been a while ago. But not as old as that picture they keep using. I don't know why they keep using this picture. So I took a picture as a joke with my shoe as a phone, but I would never use it because if you look closely, I'm missing a finger in that. Okay, so I would never use that. Isn't that crazy? Oh, I forgot this guy's name. It's outside the door. Okay, got it. Got it. So you're gonna bring the dog this way?
No.
Don't put a dog in a car.
I'm in the shade and it's in a nice cool spot and whatever. It's cool down.
In the car? You can't
Because you know I have a whole spot right there.
Yeah? Okay, I'll bring it.
No, you can't do that. That's illegal.
Yeah, we'll be upset.
Yeah, we really will be.
We'll be very upset. It's okay. Go get her and we'll show you.
All right.
We're kind to, you know, I gotta tell you something. We're like Girl Scouts here. You ever know that? To be a friend, on my honor, I will try to do my duty, the God of my country, to help other people at all times and to disobey those damn Girl Scout laws. I got an ass whipping for ducking for apples because I got my hair wet. And back then I couldn't get my hair wet. You had to try to have straight hair like white people so you could be on time for school. It's not funny to anybody except black people and nappy-headed Jews because they know exactly what I'm talking about. Like Marsha Schlefstein. That was my mother-in-law's friend. She would say, oh, it's so humid, my hair has the frizzies. I was like, Marsha, you have the nappies, girl. You got some nappy hair. You can't do nothing with that hair. They try to go this way, but they want to do this. It's a whole other thing. I know someone there. Let me see what's going on. Let me see what I'm doing wrong. Hold on. Let me just see, real quick. Let's see. What am I doing wrong? Can you hear us? Can you hear us? Sunda. Oh my God, this is beautiful. They can hear us. Thank you. They can hear us. Thank you guys for watching. You know what's really funny? When people always say things to me like, here, they'll be like, the 3 people that are watching. I'm like, you guys shouldn't say that. You ever get off of your something live and you're like, who are 13,000 people that I don't know? Are they stalking me? So we're going to give a round of applause first and foremost to your comedy concierge who makes this evening possible, Samantha Linderman. And he's already explained what he can do for you because I'm the worst salesperson, the one and only Jason Ham. I am, yes. And this is the cutest dog in the whole wide world. Yeah, so, have a little flick. Oh, yeah. I mean, he got a little leather vest on. Did you see that little Village People dog? That's so cute. Hey, hey, hey. Meow, 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 meow. Once we used to call this girl Whisker Lickens. And I called her Whisker Lickens too, to be mean, you know, just to keep my friends happy. And you know, I sprouted a mustache the next day. God punishes you. It's true. The little boy said, lady, you got an eyelash on your cheek. And I was like, oh, and it didn't come off. I was like, oh shit. When those things happen, it's real scary. Don't worry, your dog is safe because your dog is in the hands of someone very special. And we really love dogs here, except that everybody has an allergy. Especially, oh my God, wait till you do a Jewish synagogue. A Jew, like there's any other kind of synagogue. But I'm just saying, well, they do. They have them Rasta synagogues, but I will have to tell you, Jews can't whisper. We can't even hear the rabbi. I've never seen anything like this. Imagine at Baptist church, you're talking over the preacher. That's not going to happen. Amen. Not today. My little brother came to my daughter's bar mitzvah and said to the little boy in front of me, you need to keep still and listen to what the man's telling you. And the guy's like, what man? Those kids out here just don't pay attention. Now, if this is your first time here, let me explain something to you. My name is Sunda and I'm your host. If you have to do anything, please do it. Please do it on my time. When I'm on stage, do it on my time. When that light comes on, that means you have 2 minutes to get off. That's a 2-minute light. And basically that explains anything. If you have any questions, if you need any coaching for podcasting, comedy, you name it, you know where to find us at LA School of Comedy, where we take you from the page to the stage. Without hesitation, I bring up your first performer. I would love to have his little baby here, but I can't. But let's give it up for the one and only you and Yonge. Let him hear you. Yes.
Hey, what's up, you guys?
Hey.
Yeah, you know, I was when I first moved to Las Vegas, I was living in this house. I had a bunch of roommates, you know, and one of them was this Japanese guy, right? He didn't really talk to anybody, but he'd feed all these pigeons and stuff. And he'd been there for a couple of years, you know. So when I show up, all these pigeons start swarming me and stuff. I was like, what the hell? Get away from me, damn racist pigeons. Yeah, one of my buddies, you know, he's a white dude, you know, but he's like really white, like I think he's like part albino or something. Yeah, he's so white when he comes to my house, all my plants start growing in his direction. Hey, you know, whenever I have sex, like, I try to hold out as long as I can, you know, but it's never as long as I want to, right? You know, I'm like, come on, penis, you know, you can hang in there, right? Or he's always just like, screw this. Yeah, I just go to water parks every summer, you know. But then one summer I had a kind of a traumatic experience. Yeah, I was 16, right? And I was at Raging Waters, and I was waiting in line on the staircase, you know. And then I look up, and then the girl next to me, like, she's about the same age as me, but her boobs are like right in my face, you know. And I was like, whoa, and it was kind of like windy and cold, so like her nipples were popping out. I was like, oh no, so I like turned over here. But then this girl over here, her face is like right in my junk, you know?
Oh my God.
I'm already got like a partial woody, right? And then she yawns, you know? Now they were like, bing, you know? I was like, oh no, I gotta get out of here, you know? So I just like ran past everyone to the slide. And it must be common occurrence of Raging Waters, right? Because the lifeguard was like, come on, just go, you know? And so I jumped on the slide, I got out of there. I was like, man, they really need to change the name of this place. They should call it Raging Boners.
Oh.
Why didn't the oyster share his food?
What?
He's shellfish.
Ah.
Alright, there's a sailor, right? And he gets hired on this new boat. And they're out for like 6 months, right? And then he starts getting horny, you know? So he tells the buddies, like, when are we going back to port? You know, I'm getting horny over here. And he's like, oh no, we're not going back to port for another 6 months. It's like, you know, I can't wait that long, you know? It's like, well, have you tried the barrel? It's like, no, what's that? So he takes him to this room, and there's a barrel there with a little hole in it. And he's like, well, there you go. So, like, he, like, fucks the barrel, right? And it works really well, you know? And so he's talking to his buddies, like, yeah, that barrel was awesome, you know? I'm going to use it every day. It's like, well, every day but Sunday, right? It's like, well, you can't use it on Sunday? It's like, oh, yeah, you can, but Sunday's your day in the barrel. So. What do you call a guy that can make a business suit real fast? Taylor Swift. You know, I think Pride Month needs a mascot. And I got the perfect one. The flamingo. Right? They got pink feathers. They love to dance, you know. And they're like a non-predatory, peaceful type of bird, right? They only eat brine shrimp and algae. Nobody gives a damn about brine shrimp.
Sea monkeys.
Yeah, and you know, yeah, sea monkeys. And you know what a group of flamingos is called? They're not called a flock. No, they're called a flamboyance.
Hey.
How good is that, right? It's like all the best part of Pride Month, you know, all wrapped up into one animal. Even though the name flamingo is Flaming O. Flaming O, right? That's a burning butthole. Hey, you know, normally when a guy like brags about how big his dick is, you know, it's usually the opposite, right? Usually you got a little tiny dick, you know. Yeah, I was talking to this guy the other day. He's like, "Oh yeah, man, my dick's so huge, I'm hung like a horse." I was like, "Yeah, like a seahorse." Yeah, I was in the United States Army, 1st Cavalry Division, Fort Hood. It was pretty cool, you know. It was weird being the only Asian guy, though. Yeah, every day people just looking at me like, "Are we supposed to shoot this guy?" It's cool being in the Army, you know. You got some good benefits, right? I'd say the best benefit was the ability to give old men hard-ons. Yeah, old men, they love hearing Army stories. You know, I guess because it makes them feel younger or gives them hope for the future or something, but like if I meet some old man at a park and I start telling them Army stories, I'm telling you, he'll start coming all over me. Yeah, I'll tell you an Army story right now, right? It was the day that I in-processed into the Army. Alright, so my recruiter, he picks me up and he takes me over to the Bonaventure Hotel right there in downtown LA. He's like, you see that line of people? Go get in that line and sign in. They'll tell you what to do. So I do that, and they give me a room key. And they're like, you better go to sleep early because we're going to wake you up at 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, 3 in the morning, right? I'm 18 years old. You know, I've never woken up that early for anything. So I'm like, all right. So I go to sleep, and sure enough, 3 o'clock, the phone rings, right? I'm like, hello? And they're like, get up, go downstairs, get in this bus. So I do that. They take us to some base, like in Long Beach. And the first thing they do is they break us up into our branches, right? Army here, Navy here, Air Force. And then the first thing that everyone notices is that all the pretty girls are in the Air Force, you know? And so I was in the Army, so I was like, fuck! Anyway, first thing they give us this crazy test. It's like the SAT on steroids and shit. And so those who pass, they break us up in these little groups. And so for me, they're like, all right, you go into this little room. So I open the door and I'm like, whoa, what the hell? It's just a bunch of dudes all lined up, and they're all like in their underwear, and they're like doing jumping jacks and like windmills and all these things, right? And they're like, all right, get in there, you know? I'm like, what? You know, I'm like, I guess. No, hurry up, get in here, close the door, you know? Take off your clothes and stuff. I'm like, okay. You know, it's just so uncomfortable. I've never done anything like this. And so what it is there's a sergeant in the front, and he's telling everyone, okay, now do windmills. Okay, now do jumping jacks, you know? And these two other sergeants are walking up and down the lines. They're looking at everyone like hawks and stuff. And then one of those sergeants, he yells to the guy next to me. He's like, you, do that windmill again. And he tries, but he can't get his arm all the way up, you know? And so he's like, you're out, get out. And that was it. That's how fast it was, you know, for someone to get out. And that was just the beginning, right? It was like we had vision tests and hearing and like height and weight. And they were just cutting people left and right, you know? Every station's like, get out, get out, get out, right? And at one point, there was this big old Mexican dude, and he's all tatted down and stuff, and he's talking about how his dad was a Marine, and you know all his uncles were Marines, you know. And he's like, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna be the best Marine in the world." And all of a sudden, this guy comes out, he's like, "You're out." He's like, what? He's like, "Why?" He's like, "Your neck is too thick, you know. It measured too thick." And that was it. He couldn't be a Marine. He almost started crying right then and there in front of everyone, you know. And then like, yeah, just one test after another, and finally, after about 5 o'clock, you know, I finished the last test. And then they're like, all right, you know, the sergeant's like, congratulations, son, you know, you made it to the United States Army. And I was like, thank you, Sergeant, you know. And I remember I was just so happy and just so proud, you know. But then the whole time I was in the Army, I couldn't wait to get out of that motherfucker. I'll tell you another story. You know, when I was in 8th grade, the very first day of 8th grade, there was this huge fight, which I didn't see, but everyone told me about it. It involved this 7th grader, this little Vietnamese 7th grader named Viet, which nobody knew who this kid was. And then the 8th grader was Chago, right? Everyone knew who Chago was. He was like this gangster kid, right? He had like a shaved head, you know, and the rumor was that his older brother was like this gang leader. And so anyway, I was scared to death of Chago, right? Like all 7th grade, I totally avoided this guy. Anyway, it's the first day of 8th grade, you know. He's about to fight Viet, whoever this kid is. Anyway, the very first thing Viet does, like, he gets this weird kung fu stance, right? He's like this, like, and like everyone starts laughing, you know, because they think he's fucking around or something. And then Chago's like, all right, whatever, you know. And then Viet just starts kicking him and punching him, right? And then he's like, whoa, and he starts winning, you know. And then Chago's got these two buddies, right? So they're like, fuck this, and they jump in and whatever. But Viet starts fighting him off, you know, and he starts winning, right? And like everyone told me it looked like they were moving in slow motion, the other two guys. And Viet's just like going boom, 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 right? And then whatever. So Chago's like, fuck this. And he goes into his backpack and he gets these two sharpened pencils, you know. He's like, I'm gonna fucking stab you, right? And then Viet, he just starts kicking at the pencils, right? And he breaks them. He breaks both of them. And then he just starts kicking at everyone, like, ah, you know. And then they're like, oh crap! And then they all just run away and stuff. And everyone's just like, whoa, you know, and they're all applauding and stuff. I saw one of those guys next morning. He was like limping. Yeah, and then like after that, everyone in my school took martial arts, you know. And after that, everyone stopped using pencils. How much time is that? Is that pretty much it?
It's a wrap.
Okay, all right, my name's Iwan. Thank you, I'm out of here.
No. Where do we find you? You said don't ever throw away your audience like that. People enjoyed you. Say where they can find you and speak and say your name clearly.
Oh, I'm Iwan Ung. You can find me on Iwan Ung on Instagram, YouTube, and yeah.
Iwan Ung.
Yeah, Iwan Ung. Yeah.
Okay, I wanted to know how to say that.
Yeah.
Iwan Ung. Thank you. Yeah.
Okay.
That's why you're here. For me to nag you.
Yeah. Oh, thank
I
you.
hope you had fun.
Thank you.
Don't worry, your dog is fine. It's funny, people care about their animals more than they care about me. That's true. Did I tell you I was sitting in New York and I was getting a piece of this croissant? Finally, the chocolate piece, I saved it for the end. And I held it up and a bird took it out of my friggin' hand. Only a New York bird. And ate it next to me. Bye, give a round of applause.
All right.
Your phone. Oh, your phone is here.
Oh, thank
And
you.
also, do we have your information?
I think it's still recording.
Okay, yeah.
Good, now they didn't hear what you said about them, now that we recorded. And you have my number if you need anything, you can find us. Get it from Sam if you need it. Take it. Everybody has it. 917.
There you are.
Yeah. Even you people who are listening, no? Listen, my ex found me. I mean, my ex from my act, like way back. And I said, how did you find my phone number? And he said, from Google. Clearly an Israeli. Oh my God, and another Israeli called me today about a package, and it was sent to the wrong address. You see how I did that there? So that you guys can have just sitting still and having peace and quiet when we're here with the one and only Bobby friggin' Peterson. Let him hear you.
Thank you, Sunda.
Thank you. Oh.
All right, yeah, it's been a while. Oh, not as long as last time, so you know, I'm back again. I'm Bobby fucking Peterson.
Yeah.
Thank you. And yeah, so the shirt I had to wear it because this joke only works. It's a weird joke. I'm gonna tell it anyway. So I was in England. Went to this pho place, you know, that Vietnamese soup, pho. Yeah, everyone's all about it, pho. So I go in and I'm like, hey, I'd like some pho. And the guy says, fuck you over there. And I was like, excuse me? He said, sir, you're out of line. Fuck you over there. And I said, well, you're out of line, okay? And he said, sir, please, get in line. And I said, fuck you. And he said, exactly. See, so, that's why because in England they call a line a cute, yeah, I'd have to explain it all and that would be a problem. So I made a shirt just for that joke. I'm glad you guys liked it. Awesome. All right, so I'm gonna bring back some, I like to make book titles. I got a new one, but I figured it would make sense if I showed some of the old ones with it. So, my first one, this is the first one I ever created. It's Conning Friends and Accumulating Lovers. Transform your narcissism into a lucrative career as a prophet and secure your legacy through apotheosis. Awesome. All right. This is its God damn it. This is its companion piece, Cult Recruiting and Team Building for Hobbyists. All right. Then we have this one. It got picked up by Long Pig Publishing. It's People Can Be Shit, but first you have to eat them. How to catch, clean, cook, and cook your way to immortality and a leaner physique on a cannibal's budget. Forward by Army Hammer. All right, my next one. It's Making Porn. That's porn with 2 O's, as in poor people porn. Yeah. No money, no condoms. It pretty much produces itself. All right. Let's see. So this is the new one. Tale from the Crypt. TAIL. Exhumation, preservation, and lubrication techniques to extend the life of your dead lover. Yeah. Gross, right? And every purchase comes with a free subscription to the Necrophiles. You got a dark web newsletter, obituary database, matchmaker services, taxidermy, whatever you need. Thank you. So, oh, I did write the stuff in here. Anything good? Fuck you, get in line. No, I won't tell it. It's kind of weird. But, yeah, I'm Bobby fucking Peterson. I grew up in LA. Well, West LA, Culver City specifically, all my life. Culver City is like the soft, chewy center of this bubble that is West LA. Yeah, it's like, I don't know. I tried to figure out what it was that really that pisses me off about it, that I'm fighting against, and I think it's Full House. Yeah, it's a bunch of lies. Like, I grew up watching it. And that's pretty much where I learned about life. Like the real world never really touched me. I wish somebody had. Then at least you know who I was. You know, I'd be in the news. A few less redheads, but you know who I was. I'm not an evil person. But sometimes I have that, like, I feel like a supervillain. Like I know, like, how to fix humanity, but like it always comes down to like getting rid of humanity. So it's yeah. I don't know. I feel like an alien here. I'm a self-diagnosed alien. Yeah. I don't like, people are weird, and I try and save you. Like I want to save you. That's like, I feel that's what superheroes seem to do. They're like, there's something special worth saving about them. But I go to bed every night feeling the supervillain, like it's me or them. And, I don't know. I just got to figure out how to live a life around humans, because it's infuriating. I was driving through Santa Monica the other day, and this guy comes running into the street, like jogger, like he looked like he knew what he was doing. He goes running into the street, and I honk at him, and he looks at me and starts going. Like he wasn't a homeless guy. He like got mad at me, like I was wrong because I was trying to tell him there was a car coming, so I didn't hit him, and then he just goes on his way, and I spend 30 minutes like, I should have fucking hit him. I should have just hit him. Yeah, okay, so it wasn't as bad as I thought it would be if I said it. Okay, yeah. It was, yeah, I literally spent my whole lunch break just pissed off, and it's not because, like, I was right? Yeah, okay. Humanity. It reminds me of what that one guy who comes in here, the Velvet Schmeckel, whatever. That's what Patty called him. But he had a joke like that talking about his freeway issues, and I get it. It's just, yeah, people. All right, went in circles there for a while. I forgot which book I wrote my stuff in. I think it's this one. Oh yeah, so LA, like I said, I grew up here. I'm sick of it. I'm thinking of leaving. I'm gonna change my name to Francis first. I'm gonna buy a big van, and I'm gonna, on the side, I'm just gonna write the word diarrhea. And while I'm driving down the street, people will be like, hey, there goes Diarrhea Van Frank. Boom! All right, that's a good one. Yeah. More about me. Wow. How much time do I have?
You have
2 minutes and 30 seconds.
Okay, nice. All right. Yeah, I work with dogs. It's actually been kind of cool. We got a pool for the first time at the doggy daycare. So I've been splashing around in like a kiddie pool with like a Great Dane and a bunch of labs. It's really, it's cool. Like, it's a lot of fun. There's no joke there. It's just, I'm just letting you know I've had a good time lately. But yeah, I got all these bites because I've been wearing shorts because it's hot. That's like a Doberman. I was getting between the Doberman and a blue-nosed pit bull. Over here, this big lab koa keeps nipping at me because he needs attention all the time. They're weird animals, and but I don't blame them. I mean, I've been bitten a lot. This bulldog, actually, like the first year I worked there, bit me on the dick. True story. And but you know, like I said, I don't blame him. Nobody likes chunky peanut butter. It's right? It's gross. Yeah. I think I'm gonna leave it there. But I've been Bobby fucking Peterson. You've been great, and this place is fucking amazing. So I'm not on any. You can find my Instagram. It's Bobby fucking Peterson, but I won't be on there, at least not for a while. I'm taking a break because Instagram's creepy, and it's like I said last time I was here. Sorry, I know I said I was getting off, but yeah, it's like cholesterol for your brain is how I feel about Instagram. So I'll leave you with that. Thank you.
There you go. must be cholesterol on the brain. It's dripping down my neck. But I want you to know that this next act is a star. Please bring up Samantha Linderman. Must be funny on the brain.
Keep it going for signature twist, everybody. Anybody here like comedy? No. That should be everybody. That was a trick question. You probably weren't expecting that. I'm Sam. I am your comedy concierge. It's so good to see you. What can I tell you guys? What can I tell you about me? No, I'm not going to open it up to you at all. Lately I found myself doing this thing, like giving, like, what's it called? Unwarranted. How'd you know I was going to say that? That's fucked up. She was going to say unwarranted advice. Yeah, like nobody asked for it. I'm like, hey, that thing you're working on? They're like, no, wait, no. I don't want to talk about the bit right now, Sam. We're out to dinner. But it never ends. It never ends. Comedy never ends. You tell people that you do comedy, and there's like a few different paths I've seen people take. There's the person who really wants to do it, who's not afraid to tell you that they want to do it. They're like, well, you know, ever since my speech at my bar mitzvah, everyone's told me I should be a stand-up, and you know, I don't tell anybody that. I don't say that ever. They're wearing a shirt with a microphone. It's like, you know what I mean? I don't say that ever. Only my family and strangers and everything. One time I told somebody I did comedy, they said, oh, that's what it is. That was hurtful, you know? I said, yeah, I do stand-up. They're like, oh. And I was like, yikes, yikes, yikes. When you tell your dentist that you do stand-up, then you're really held hostage to a point that you can't even really explain, like your tooth, and like, then you have to, you want to laugh at his jokes, but your mouth has to stay open so he can do what he has to do, you know what I mean? So it's like you're trying to laugh, and it's like you're gonna throw, it's too much, yeah. It's hard, they don't talk about that. They don't talk about that at the open mics. I just give away some free tips. How to laugh when your dentist is trying to make you laugh and all you want to do is really leave. They're like, do you want the Amazon Alexa to play you music? I was like, not really. Like, that's awkward. Again, like that's something, again, like vocal, you know what I mean? You have to say Alexa. I don't know. It just doesn't feel like they're thinking much. I don't know. It feels like a setup for a really awful conversation is all I'm trying to say. It's like, just stop talking to me, honestly. Like, stop talking to me. Stop trying to set me up with other youths in the area. Just stop it. You're my dentist. And their wall is covered in like greeting cards from all the families. And all the families that they have up, honestly, gorgeous. Like, I wonder if they ever get a greeting card, like a doctor, like and it's just like a really bad picture. They don't put it up because they don't want people to think like that's what they deal with. Anybody see the movie The Incredibles? Yeah. It's a great film. I can't believe they talked about insurance like that. That was really a big thing. If you look back at like Disney movies, like you know in the beginning when he's like working at like an insurance, like that's crazy. They show these dynamics. I'm like, wow, that's what I was so stressed about. I had to leave the theaters for High School Musical 3 with my dad. We had to go get our money back. I was so worried. I was like, can he play basketball again? I was like, Dad, we have to go. He thought I was joking. I was sobbing. Mind you, I hate sports. I hate sports. So why was I sobbing? Because he was really upset, and I was really feeling for him. I was addicted to Sweet Life of Zach and Cody. Anybody else? No, that's not really this crowd right now. You gotta know how to read it. You gotta know how to read the room. I learned that from my family too. My dad's hilarious. My mom and I were at a Nordstrom rack, and I had to use the restroom, and it had a code. And she goes, I wish your father was here. He has all of them written down in his phone. What? What? What are you talking about? He has all of the restroom codes in his phone in case we need them. And I was like, should we call him or should we ask an employee? She was like, call him, make his day. And he didn't answer, and I told him why we called him. He was so happy. And he had it, and it was correct. It was crazy. I was like, this is what people do past a certain time. But it's smart. It's smart. If you have to go, you have to go. Anybody ever been able to go to the bathroom at a 7-Eleven? I have. That's like the best acting audition ever, having to go to the bathroom. It's the greatest sense of urgency to get. You've said this before, you come on stage and go to the bathroom. If I have to go to the bathroom, I'm like, listen, I'm 8 weeks pregnant, please don't tell my friends, I have to use the restroom, like, you know what I mean? Like, I'll make a whole story right there, and they don't even need it, you know what I mean? Like, they already said yes, but I'm like too far gone, I keep going, I can't stop, you know what I mean? Like, don't say anything, I don't need a discount or anything, but I'd really appreciate it. What's your name? What's your life? He's like, don't you have to go to the bathroom? I'm like, yeah. I really do. Yeah, I don't drive. Everybody knows that. But somehow, sometimes people ask me for a ride still. It's like they know I can get it done. That's never happening, guys. You have no way to trip it. And then someone's like, can you over? I'm like, okay, I'll make it happen. I love Hollywood Boulevard, and people think that I joke about that. I find that to be funny. It's like, I love the concept of Hollywood Boulevard. Come in. Welcome. Hey. Oh my God, it's so good to see you. But no, I love Hollywood Boulevard. I spent way too much time there. I buy those sparkly hats with like that say Los Angeles, and you wear them, and people say, where are you from? And you say Los Angeles, and they go, why are you wearing that? I don't know if that's ever happened to you. I just keep buying hats from people. And it's like I don't wear them. I don't think anyone here has probably seen me wear a hat more than 3 times. And I said that to my aunt, and she was like, oh no. Like, she got really serious. Like, I thought she heard something else. I said hats. She goes, no, I heard you. She's like, you need to stop. You need to stop that. My aunt, we showed her my apartment. She like had done interior design before, whatever. And I asked her, we said we were gonna get a burnt orange couch. And she takes me and my cousin's hand. She goes, girls, don't do anything stupid. If you want to have fun, you can do an eggshell, you can do a cream. And I'm like, I feel like that's pretty much the opposite of fun and a recipe for like a lot of cleanup. But without further ado, please welcome back to the stage the one and only Sudie Kronquist.
Hey, where are they gonna find you?
You can find me on Instagram at SamLikeTVH, or here, or at the show on July 20th.
Yes, tell them.
And
tell them about it.
And we're gonna do a show on July 20th with this app called Thumbs Up, which is basically like a way that we can all market each other, help each other out, make a little money. What? That's so cool. You get paid to post on Instagram, which we should all already be doing to get ourselves out there as artists, as performers, creators, and consumers. Right? Don't we all consume?
Right.
So yeah, it's gonna be a really cool thing. They have some already with local arts things, but we're kind of like one of the first to do it with comedy, so that's really exciting. They're excited. There's gonna be beverages. Oh, like soda. I should say that, yeah. But it's exciting, so yeah, stay tuned.
I want to see how this works.
Yeah, me too. Okay. Samantha.
Oh my God, with your serious face. There's a lot of love in here. We just snuck in. How you doing? Oh man, that was too cool. 2 black guys at one time. Both late. Ain't that some shit? They Jewish. The Jewish people never on time. Anya, you're so funny. I just want to tell you that. You just walked out, I just want to tell you you're so funny. There was one time, I'm not going to get into it, but whatever it was, there was a girl here that, I don't know, she started some trouble, right? And we picked up on it because I was like, she's never coming back here. She's like, I don't feel safe. That's the first thing you know when you got a problem. They're raising their hands like they're in high school. But we saw her talking to Anya, and me and Samantha made a beeline across Westwood Boulevard. And I mean, we're like, he's not gonna talk to her. We're gonna stop him. I'm not his mother. And she's not his sister, but you know what? We were like, excuse us. Tapped him on the shoulder. Excuse us, let's go. Anya.
She's crazy.
Crazy.
Coming from us, yeah.
From us. If we say somebody's crazy, then they bona fide. Oops, here it is, the comedy of the one and only Mr. Ramirez.
Thank you. These are fresh out of the idea oven, so we'll see what we got. Literally, first time I'm trying it, so it'll be fun. Let's see. I don't need to tell you that I'm not much of a badass. But that doesn't mean I can't stop imagining myself in action movies. I love imagining myself in an action movie. At the very least, like a cop in a buddy cop movie. My favorite, though, is imagining being in some sort of like 80s action movie. Something that Chuck Norris would be in. Pretty much anything that has this punch sound. I love that punch sound. I want to be in an action movie where all they do is and then I get punched. So just I will love that. I love that punch so much that if it existed in real life, I would for sure be in jail or dead because of punching or being punched. I think what would set me over the edge would just, I'd accidentally stumble across a parade and I'm like, I'm sorry, I just have to. It's like, why don't they move? Like, it's a parade. You have to respect the route. It's tradition. Basically, if I were in Die Hard, there wouldn't be a Die Hard 2. Die Hard would be 15 minutes and it'd be called Dead. So when California went fully legal, that's when I stopped drinking pretty well heavily. I still have a beer every now and then, but I used to drink heavily due to unprocessed childhood trauma. And now that I'm starting to process it, I'm uncovering a comedian. So, of course, comedian with trauma. Yeah, of course. Story as old as time. But I switched to weed. Since then, I love weed, but every now and then I still want to have more than a few beers, and it's always dangerous because I haven't done nearly enough therapy to safely drink more than a few beers because I don't know what sort of like low rent Uncle Rico I'm gonna uncover. I like at least Uncle Rico's got like stories like, oh, back in '82 I could throw a football a quarter mile, or if Coach put me in, we would have won the championship. But for me it'd be like, oh, if Mom had let me play football, I might have been the punter, Orchestras annoy me. I love orchestras. I mean, I appreciate orchestras, the music and all that, but they annoy me. It's just the whole concept of all these people just playing music. Like the electricity exists, but to me, it's like a Amish. It's an Amish rock band, basically. That's what I think it is. So, I don't get it. Like you have a conductor conducting. I obviously don't understand the art of conducting, but it's like, all right, you need a conductor. You mean a drummer? Why don't you just get a drummer? You have a bass drum, you have your snare there, you have your cymbals there, one stick. You can do a Def Leppard thing, just whatever. And why do you need 14 of everyone? Just one of each, some speakers, boom, you got a rock band. Come on, it's really pretentious. But I think mostly the part that annoys me about orchestras is that they still need sheet music. Like, wow, what is with the sheet music? You play these songs every day over and over again, memorize them. And also, this is classical music. This music has existed for hundreds of years. You should know it by now. It's not like there's new classical music being put out, right? I mean, if you're putting out new classical music, you need to sit on it for 80 years, okay? It just Otherwise, it's just weird new music. If you think you're listening to new classical music, you're listening to Godspeed You Black Emperor, So, anyway. In the theme of music, I love angry jazz musicians. Like what for Buddy Rich. So I play drums, and I love Buddy Rich. I love hearing stories about Buddy Rich. One of the greatest drummers who's ever lived, but also one of the angriest sons of bitches ever existed. So angry. So there's these Buddy Rich tapes, which was secret recordings of him just yelling at his band during a bus ride. And like quotes of these end up in Seinfeld episodes. These Buddy Rich tapes are so legendary. But someone like Charles Mingus, the bassist, he punched everyone, and Miles Davis is also a legendary asshole. But I wish I could go back in time and watch one of these outbursts, because sure enough, it's jazz, right? So probably they take place like some dinner, like some dinner theater or whatever. Everyone's dressed up all nicely, and you listen to some jazz. All of a sudden, some horn player messes up a line. I was like, damn it, I swear to God, you mess up one more time, I'm going to drag you in front of everyone. I'm going to stomp you till jelly comes out of your head. You understand me? If you don't believe me, just try me. I dare you. 2, 3, 4. Doom, 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 doom. And then, you got to try to go back and eat your steak, but your stomach feels weird because of all the yelling. If comedy doesn't work out, I already have my backup plan. I forgot to shoehorn my ethnicity into this, into my act. My name is Billy Ramirez, and yo hablo español. So if comedy doesn't work out, my backup plan is gonna be to be a baseball interpreter. But I think I'm gonna adopt a gimmick just to stand out. You know, maybe like a goofy hat, maybe wear a zoot suit or something, the hat and the chain. But yeah, I might go a little extra with that. So here's my idea. Just the early concept, but I don't know. It might have some legs. Here we go. This is what's going to happen. So just imagine there's an interviewer, myself, and a baseball player, right? So it starts like this. We're here with Jesus Hernandez, the catcher, who won the game with his at-bat in the 9th inning. Could you please tell us about that at-bat? Sí, díganos un poquito de tu at-bat en la novena entrada que ganó el partido. Sí, bueno, nomás estoy orgulloso de tener la oportunidad de apoyar a mi equipo a ganar este partido. Okay, what happened? He threw the ball close to my face, okay, and then what I do, so the next time I bunt the ball and I go to full base, okay, and then from full base, he get really mad because you're not supposed to bunt sometime. So then from full base, he's really angry, so he throw a wild pitch, so I go to second base. And from second base, I look, he's really mad because he can't see me, because he's behind me, not in front, okay? So now I start doing a little dance like this, and then I still third base. So from third base, what happened, so then he really nervous because he threw a wild pitch, 2 wild pitches, I'm in third base, okay? So one more run, we win the game, okay? So then from third base, he's getting really nervous, and then he throw another wild pitch, and then I go out and we score, and then we win the game, and that's what happened, okay? And that's basically what happened. What? That's basically what you said, dude. Anyways, thank you. That's pretty much all I had. But anyway, so I had some time here, so I got some loose thoughts, maybe. I don't know. So there was a lot of. Who was the first gentleman talking a lot of? There was a lot of penis talk, and you mentioned premature ejaculation. I have to speak up about that. Like, I don't believe in premature ejaculation because it's like, according to who? Like, to me, it's not. No, yeah. To me, it's not. That's just me. That's how I operate. Anyway, so that's what. Anyway, so I'm just standing up for premature ejaculation, and I'm gonna sign it with. My name is Billy Ramirez, and you can find me at billyramirez.com. Thank you.
Billy Ramirez! And we never tire of the one and only Aaron McIntyre! Can we get some like interstitial music? People are coming up, you know, it's like Aaron McIntyre! Just another wacky Wednesday. Thank you very much. You okay? All right.
All right.
Good. All right. You all right? Good. Good. I just want to check in with. I don't want to put any pressure on anybody. By going, hey, how's everybody doing? Come on, give yourselves a big round of applause. Yeah. Just so I can get a little applause before I bed. My name is Aaron. It's Aaron, A-E-R-O-N. It's not A-E-R-I-N, Aaron. And it's not, good evening, my name is Aaron. And I'm not saying that, you know, all Aarons are, you know, stuck-up British people, okay? And I'm not saying that every E-R-I-N is a cheerleader. Okay, just I don't want to piss off any cheerleaders because I've already pissed off the babies. I've already started getting emails from the babies. The babies are out there that fucking write me going, hey, that shit you did last week. Sorry, and the fetuses as well. The feti, are they feti? They're feti, right? Okay, because there's multiple. I'm getting multiple emails from them. I was born in Panama City, Florida. You're all from Panama City?
Yes.
Oh, you're from Jacksonville, right?
Yep.
Yeah, Jacksonville. I was there for 6 days. 6 days, never been back. My parents moved us. Actually, we didn't move. I was in any military brats in here? Any brats? No brats? Man, you don't know what you're missing. You know, every 2 years you get to move, you get to be a new person. That's fucking great, man. You get rid of the old motherfucker. Because that old motherfucker, but the problem is the motherfucker keeps following you everywhere you go. Every place I went, it would be like, okay, so I'm gonna be something completely different, right? I'm gonna be cool. I'm gonna
You know, walk like this. Hey, Ben, what's up? And every time that motherfucker would come back and he'd jump in and he'd go, hello, my lady. And she'd go, you're so fucking weird. And I go, I know, I've been told that my whole life. My sister actually called me the little weirdo because I was always a little strange. I'm, you know, a little disturbed. We only got, you know, I mean, I'm actually glad we only have 2 white people in here tonight because I feel very judged by white people. I feel very judged. And black people, I just feel like I'm already convicted, so fuck, you know, I mean, you know, which I deserve. I am guilty. I am guilty. I am white. There's no getting away from it, and I take full responsibility for all of the fucking white people in the past who fucked up this world. I don't mind, because everything is my fault. That's the way I look at it. Everything is my fault. In every situation that comes up, it's my fault. Like, for instance, I came up here one night, and I was talking about how I'm a big pussy, which is pussy is actually pussy, but they say it wrong because it's not about the female genitalia. It actually comes from pusillanimous. Did you know that? Yeah. Pusillanimous means chicken-hearted, yellow-bellied, all of those words that mean you're fucking, you know, pussy. Been in anybody here been in any fights in their lives? Anybody fight? Yeah. Give me some applause. Why? Why? I don't get it. I've never gotten it in my whole life. Nobody has ever pissed me off enough to hurt my hand. Because I cannot stand pain. I just fucking can't. I'm not afraid of dying. Okay? Dying, please take me. I'm ready to go. It's been a good run, you know. But make it fast. Just make it fast. That's all I care about. Just don't want to be in pain. Yeah, it was just really difficult where I was, and then I'd move, and I'd think that I was having a new life. And I've changed my name twice already in my life. Actually, Aaron is not my real name. It's Brian. Yeah. And Brian just followed me around everywhere. So finally, a few years ago, I was just like, fuck that, I'm gonna get rid of it. And so I consulted the Kabbalah. Of course, if you want to get a good name, go to the Jews, because they got the best freaking names in the world. So they came up, I paid them $80, something like that, for my name. They sent it to me, and so I changed it, and it's made it so that if you Google AERONMACINTYRE, I'm the only one who comes up. Which is, so you can find me on all platforms there. I'm not ending yet, but I'm just going to tell you right now, every platform, just go to Aaron McIntyre and you'll find me. I thought about coming out here and you know, talking about some of the things that have been happening to me recently. A couple of months ago, I started here, and I made some jokes. I made some jokes about being a pussy, you know, and I said, you know, the thing is that I don't ever, you know, I never have people who are confrontational come into my life. They just don't do it because I don't even allow it into my consciousness. So it's like The Secret, you know? If you just believe it. But I think that the Secret can sometimes work in reverse, because the next week a bully moved into my house. And this guy was, he was a horrible person. Day 3, came in, there's vomit all over the hallway, right outside his door. I go and knock on his, I wait for a little while, because I figure maybe it's new, you know? And he's in there and he's getting all the cleaning shit, and he's gonna come out and he's gonna fix, no. I go into my room and do some shit, I come out, still there, so I go and knock on his door, and he comes to the door and he goes, yeah, oh yeah, man, I'll get to that. And he gets down on the floor with Kleenex, and he's trying to clean up the vomit on the floor. So I'm like, I gotta get out of here. So I left, I came back 5 hours later. 5 hours later, and I go in, and it's like, oh, good, he cleaned up the shit in the hallway. I go into the bathroom, there's vomit all over the tub. The fucking bathtub. He threw up in the bathtub and left it there. So then I say, okay, so you gotta clean that up, man. you know, there's other people who live here, we gotta take a shower. Oh yeah, I'll clean it up. He goes in and he cleans it. I think I got it. I go in there, there's still a stain. It's like, yeah, the vomit is gone, but there's still a stain, right? So I say, you gotta take some cleanser and do it. So I'm a nice guy. I'm really shitty to live with, but I'm really easy to live around. You know, if you just live around me and do your own shit, I'm fine. But my wife will tell you I am not, my ex-wife, will tell you I'm not a good person to live with. So anyway, I go to the store and I get him some cleanser and a, you know, sponge, and I come to him and I go, here you go, buddy. Here's some cleanser. This is what you need to use. So he goes in and he first he says, no, I got some cleanser in my truck. Oh boy, here we go. So he goes out, he gets it, he cleans it up. That's when there's a stain. And I go, man, you gotta have some cleanser or something. He goes, okay. So I give it to him. Thank you. And I come back, and sure enough, it's nice and clean, right? And as I'm leaving the bathroom, I look over and I see what he was cleaning the tub with, the cleanser that he had in his truck. It was Linen Pledge. So he was cleaning the bathtub with furniture polish. So this is what we're dealing with. This is day 3. Okay, he just moved out. Thank God. It was 6 months, but terrible, terrible person. I think that's I think that's about it.
Where can I find you?
You can find me at Aaron McIntyre. A-E. RONMICINTYRE. The Mickey Mouse Club. Thank you very much.
That sounds like R-A-T-T-L-E-S-N-A-K-E spells rattlesnake. Nobody ever did that before, right? Keep it calm and love. Don't stop him now. Where's Albert now? Let's stop it now. Let's get up, Albert. Come on, let's do it. Oh, come on, look at your salary. They mark you absent.
You're good?
Yeah.
All right.
Let's go play with that Michael break.
Okay. Ow. That was hard, getting up here. I can move this over here, right?
Hey,
I kind of
don't give me a line.
In the middle. Good set.
Right?
The comedy has been great so far. Everybody's been doing quite well, so I'm glad I came out. Because I needed some laughs, you know. I worked out today, and I was over in Burbank, and that was really good. I had a lot of fun. I work out with a personal trainer, and she's really very tough. God, she kicks my butt. She really does. So I went back home, and then I watched TV for the rest of the day. Well, I have two TVs. So on one, I was watching the story of Michael Jordan. You guys know Michael Jordan? Yeah. Unbelievable, right? And I saw all of those games back when they did the Chicago Bulls ran the series 4 years in a row, something like that. And Jordan was, but the whole team, they were just great. So I watched that. And then I watched some porn because I needed some material for tonight. Because basketball just won't cut it. Nothing keeps people's attention like sex. Am I right? And that's why I was watching the porn. So, and then after that I took a bath. Not because of the porn, but because I was coming out. And you notice in my story, I said I worked out and I went home. I didn't say I showered after I worked out, right? So I had to shower before I came out. So, and that was nice. And then I drove over here, and the traffic was nice. I don't know what happened to the traffic. Usually there's a lot of traffic. No, it wasn't any. So, it's what?
Summer.
Is that it? I don't know. I was driving. Yeah, that would be it, because I was driving through UCLA, and I guess all those brilliant minds went back to their homes. So, we came over here, and now I have absolutely no idea what I want to do for comedy. Deodorant spray. Oh, that's right. I'm supposed to buy some deodorant spray before I go home, so I got that down.
Okay.
I think I can get that done. I think I can do that.
Right.
With some deodorants. Then I was thinking I'd go over to Patty's room too, because he's in Pasadena. He's got a show tonight. So I could do 2 shows tonight. So I might do that. On the other hand, I'll probably go back home, smoke some pot, and go to bed. But it was worth thinking about, you know? Hags. You guys look out for Hags. That's the name of the movie that I'm in. That was shot. I don't know when it's coming out. We shot it last week, though, I think, 2 weeks ago, something like that. And I didn't even have to audition.
Wow.
That was the thing. They just called my agent and said, will he do this part? So, who ever heard of that? That never happens, right? Thank you. So I'm on the set for 3 days. SAG after set, so did I say SAG after? SAG after. There's an after set, SAG after. It's a SAG production, so I like those, you know.
Okay.
Got to work with a lot of old ladies, my age. Got older. They were. So I didn't even know there were that many old ladies still alive. I thought they had all, because I can't find any. I mean, I know Suda. She's about the oldest woman I know. She's what, 29?
129.
Did I save that one? That was an attempt at a save right there, man. But all these old women, you know, and all hot too. So I like that. There's something hot about old women. You know, old women. What do they say? It's the saying that women are like wine, right? The older it gets, the better it is. Is that right? No one has ever heard that before?
Yeah.
Bunch of them do. I mean, a bunch of old ladies my age. I'm not chasing after somebody half my age. These babes are older than me. I can catch them. That's what I'm saying. They can't get away. Where you gonna go, old girl? Mess around, break a hip. We had lunch on the set too. Sandwiches. I had free food. You know how important that is? You have to eat to live. And I don't have to pay for it. I like things I don't have to pay for when they're good for me, like the submarine sandwich that they... Do you remember when submarine sandwiches first came out? They actually came out in New York City. The first submarine sandwiches back in the 60s. Yeah. And there was a place called Blimpies. You remember that? Blimpies?
Yes.
I keep turning to her because she lived in New York at the same time I did, which was back in 1860s. The 1960s. I can't get over New York though. Once you experience it, you never. You compare everything else to New York. New York is so intense.
Oh, yes.
It is so intense. There's so much going on, so much important stuff happening. Everything is. Man, but you can't get over it. Once you feel that pace, it's like every other pace is different. It's like LA has its own pace, right? And you can feel it. I know I can. When I lived in San Diego, if I drive up here, and then I drive back, at a certain point, I felt like I was bursting a bubble. Leaving LA, leaving the creativity of LA. That cloud that hangs over the people that stay here. Not the real cloud. Not the pollution. We don't know about that one. I'm talking about the creative cloud that hangs over, you know. And then you pop out of it. And now you're going back in time, back to normal people. And that's boring. That is so boring. And that's just San Diego. Imagine driving back to freaking Iowa, Arkansas, Washington. What would it be like? I mean, I couldn't stand it. I think I could be out of LA maybe 2 months or something. Then I would like be craving to come back. And I don't really do anything. Like I said, I laid around the house all day. But I'm laying around in LA, so it counts. It counts because I'm in LA. Alright. I should do some comedy. Let's see. My preacher used to say that. I guess I should read from the Bible now. Yeah, I guess you should. You're the preacher. You know what it means when the Baptist preacher takes his watch off and lays it on the pulpit? You know what it means? Absolutely nothing.
Okay.
No, you're still gonna be up there another hour. Am I out of time? What do I have?
Like one.
I have one?
Like, yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
One? Oh, okay, all right. Well, I'm not gonna give it back. I'm a pro, man. Pros don't give back time. We'll stand up here and let you look at us for that long. This is like 10 minutes for 10. That's $1 a minute. Jordan doesn't make that much money. $1 a minute. Michael Jordan, that guy was fantastic, wasn't he? He was unbelievable. They have all those statues to him up in Chicago. And he has that Nike. He built Nike pretty much. They were non-existent until they met him, and boom. So he was fantastic. They had a saying going: "You're the Michael Jordan of whatever business you were in at the time. If you were really a star." So if you were the Michael Jordan of comedy, you were hot shit. Okay, please welcome Sunda back to the stage. Thank you very much.
Albert Lincoln. Look, walk by me in painted on jeans.
Yeah, right.
And everybody knew that Anya was the king. Ready, Anya? Let's do a little bit. Come on, let's go with Anya. Get skinnier and skinnier.
I'm not skinnier. I just usually got like a hoodie on.
I'm crying.
I feel a way about my weight. As a Nigerian, I get like bothered about my weight all the time. Like my parents, like and family members that come over, they don't even like be saying hi to me. Like the first thing they say is, "Are you losing weight? Are you okay?" I'm just not fat, bro. I'm sorry. I'll be doing shit. I'll be too active. Shit, today's been a day, man. What did I do today? I worked out a lot today, man. We on that Albert journey and working out. I was working out, and it's fun working out and going to the gym and shit. Like, but as a skinny gentleman, I feel like I have different goals in the gym. Like my goal in the gym is like, I want to be able to go to the gym and go through my whole workout and have nobody bother me about how many sets I have left on each machine. Like, that's my dream, you feel me? And people are like, that doesn't sound like a crazy dream. Well, you're probably not a skinny gentleman in the gym. You're gonna be able to relate to the stress of being a skinny gentleman in the gym. I say gentleman because I'm very polite. When I'm asking people, you know, I'm watching. I'm like, how many sets? I'm counting the sets. Okay, he done like 4 sets. He probably got a workout in. Okay, cool. Excuse me, sir. How many sets do you have left? You feel me? I'm real respectful, real polite. Skinny gentleman. Focus on gentleman part. But the skinniness comes with disrespect, because when it's the other way around, like as soon as I sit down on the machine, I just wipe down the machine. Like I might even be in the process of wiping down the machine. Niggas hit me like, nigga, you done yet? Like, nigga, am I done yet? I just got here. I'm going to the... I have 4 more sets. Like I haven't even started the workout. But buff niggas, you be at the gym, you see buff niggas in it. Disrespect the time in the gym. They are there doing whatever else. Hanging out, they bring speakers, they playing music, they taking phone calls. On the actual phone, no AirPod, on the phone, like walking around, stuff on the machine. One nigga that pulled out the PS5, connected it to the gym TV, he playing 2K. Like, why are we not bothering him? I just want to get through my workout unbothered, that's all. I ain't saying I'm in here lifting the whole gym, but let me do my 12 sets and go. Like, I just want the respect. Just want the respect, man. Speaking of respect, man, I don't know what people said I have substitute, or not substitute, but just like teacher energy. I got told that at an open mic I was at yesterday, cause like everybody was being real rowdy, and when I got on stage, I just like didn't match their energy. Like other people were like going back and forth with the crowd, like they're heckled, they going back. Oh, well, you shut up, nigga. Like, and I was up there. So when I got up there, I was like, So before we get started, I'm gonna be honest, I did take an edible, so if y'all gonna go up to another level, I won't reach you, I won't match you there, so you're gonna be alone on that journey. I suggest you don't even go during my set. And everybody kind of laughing, like chugging, I'm like, I'm so dead ass, like that edible is here with us, like it's in the building, it's here, man. It's here, we're doing it. It's really dope though, I don't know, sometimes people get on me about taking edibles. They're like, oh my God, bro, like you take edibles, like how do you do that? I'm like, well, you open the package and little candies and sometimes a little gummy with a little salt, sugar on it, you take that and then in an hour you feel it, it's real easy, it's not a lot of steps. But if you want to know how, I can tell you. But like they be so offended. Like, how do you? I can't believe you would take edibles and you be going to work like that. I'm like, yeah, well, like it's bigger than me. Like I don't even do this for me. Like this is actually for the community. You feel me? Like this edible that I'm taking, I'm going to pay for these in cash. I'm getting my change back. I'm not tipping. I'm going back to the community. The homeless population is actually eating off of me taking edibles. Imagine the mouths that would be left unfed if I stopped taking edibles. Like I'm thinking about them when I'm in the store. I'm thinking about them when I'm buying these gummies. Like, it's bigger than me. It's a whole trickle down effect. He's like, how you say trickle? The government be using trickle down. They be winning elections with that shit. I can say it too. Stand up. I can say it. But on this one specific instance, I was telling my friends about this. Like, oh my God, you're such a good person. Like you be giving money to the homeless all the time. Like that's so dope. Like you're just such a kind heart. Actually, no. I just grew up in the time of like hidden camera shows, and I'm always ready for my moment. Like I'm never gonna be caught being on some fucked up shit because I just know there might be a camera on me. This could change my life. You feel me? I don't care if you used to watch What Would You Do? Y'all used to watch the show What Would You Do? It's like a show basically like shit that happened and a nigga What Would You Do? It's hosted by a racially ambiguous host, John Quinones. Like he's a host because what makes him a great host though, we don't know what race he is. He could be anything, and that's why everyone loves him. America's hero, whatever. John Quinones, shout out to him. But every time I'm in the grocery store, like I'll be like seeing people like the lady in front of me can't pay. I'm like, shit, here's 20. Actually, here's 20. I have $20 extra. She said, oh my gosh, thank you. I couldn't buy milk for my son. I can't believe this. And John Quinones comes out from the cut. Hi, I'm John Quinones. I be so lit, bro. I can't wait for my moment. Like I be waving like this in the camera and shit. Little dumbass waves that people do on the news. Like I'm just so ready for my moment, bro. I could just I visualize it every morning. Like today could be the day. Go to the store and be generous. But it was one time I was leaving like the weed shop. And there was a moment I was like, okay, cool. I'm about to bless this dude. I seen a homeless guy walking up. Perfect. Grabbing my wallet. He's like, I said, excuse me, sir. He said, weed or meth? Weed or meth? First of all, sir, that is two totally different vibes. What are you doing? I'm probably on the street right now. You have no direction. You're smoking meth, listening to Wiz Khalifa. You gotta pick and choose the both. Second, is that like imagine like you leaving the house like, hey bro, low key that outfit look like you giving meth. I would change. I don't want to give that today or ever. I don't want to ever give that look. $30, I have a bounty of meth, like meth to share. Is meth a shareable drug? Like I've never been offered that one. I've never been in a situation with the homie. Like I'm chilling at the crib, be like, what you getting into today, bro? You're like, oh man, I'm finna buzz down this meth real quick. Like buzz down the meth, nigga, I'm leaving. I'm out of here. I'm a Christian man. I smoke weed to get closer to my Lord and Savior, further from the devil. It's really easy and simple. I don't need to add nothing else. That was fun. I love going through my material like that because it's just a bunch of puzzle pieces and we just put it together in different ways every time. But thank you guys so much for your time. I'm Anye West. It's ONYEWST. And clap it for soon to come back to the stage.
Thank you. Where are you performing?
I don't know.
Hey, you go to the bathroom, everything came out all right?
Yes.
I love saying that over and over again.
Oh my God.
Okay, now it's your turn. I want to make sure everything comes out all right. All right, I'm not going to be watching, but you know something?
I'm not going to be watching.
I promise you. I did call the police the other day. Guys, I was getting broken into, I thought again. And I called the police and the cop made me move my car. It's terrible. And the guy took his penis out and I said I wasn't watching. But you know something? I'm going to be watching this next comic because it's been a long time. Let's give it up for the one and only. Oh my God, I hit myself in the head. Are you okay? Are you okay?
Are you okay?
And to me, that's not okay. Oh, I'm so sorry. Are you okay? Nicholas, are you okay? All right, let's do this. Okay, let's give it for Nicholas. Oh, watch out, two black guys. They think you beat me. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. That's so racist. I know. That's what we do here. It's Black Night. Every night, Black Night.
So.
Oh.
Okay. Hello, everyone.
Hey.
How's everyone doing? Person, Aaron, Aaron. My name is Nick. I have some things to go over real quick before I talk about anything else. You definitely talking about Sloth Center 120th. 24 is when you speaking of the things that happen to you on the weight bench. Yeah. I know. Wonderful gym. It's wonderful. You know, you get 5 games in 2 hours. You know? Yeah, I love that place. I missed it. I hadn't been in a very long time. I missed the fuck out of it. It's camaraderie. Nigga, you know I'm not finished. Fuck away from me. Just say hi, nigga. Just be cordial and say good morning. You want to speak? Bring me off benches and shit, nigga. It's trying to be hard. Say hello. Let's speak about something. You know it wasn't a foul. You just want to talk. What else? Oh. It's a complete coincidence that it's Black Night, sir. We didn't connect this together. We didn't like text each other like y'all niggas want to take over LASC tonight. It didn't happen like that. There was no memo sent out to the blacks. I was just as surprised as you. So that's just me. What else? Oh, and nigga, you should have known how to fight. Alright? Cause that motherfucker. I've had alcoholic roommates that I've almost come to fisticuffs with. But, nigga, that's a lot of vomit in a lot of different places. That's a lot of time you gave. You're real patient. That's why you've never been in a fight. If you would have, like, pushed the motherfucking point and been like, hey, I just walked out, you know, instead of 5 hours later, you know, I walked out right now, nigga, what the fuck is this? Can you clean this up right the fuck now? You know, you didn't have to say it like that, but it, you know, it could still end up in a fight. Things happen. I commend you on never raising your hand towards someone or ever being attacked or having to defend yourself. He's a shooter. He's seal carry. No. So yeah, what else? I ain't seen nobody in a long time. It's been a minute. I still live in a little ass town, but the people are speaking a little bit more now. But it's because it's summer and my kids are always with me. It's performance art, if you would. Everybody that I actually have a conversation with and I ask the name, I've met 5 Crystals. 5 women named Crystal. All right, I've met 4 Scots. All right. There's no fucking way all of these people got the same name. They just afraid that I'm gonna do something to them. Like, cause I'm the only nigga walking this dog at 6:30 in the morning. Oh, I have another dog now.
Oh Lord.
We were walking my dog in a field and some lady got out and threw a dog out the car. And I walked over there after she let the dog get out the way. She drove off and picked it up and kept this little bitch. Her name is Nala. She looks like a lion. And she's a sweet little bitch, alright? And I'm walking 2 dogs. And these bitches still think I'm a Robbo. Like, nigga just saved your life. Right? And for the first 2 weeks, I didn't have a leash because I'm a nigga. I ain't going to Dollar General and getting a leash for this bitch. You gonna learn how to follow us, you know? And people still want to walk in the grass. Like, this little bitch gonna attack him, or I'm gonna attack him. I think it's me. I don't think it's the little dog. But yeah, it's nice. The performance art. So people speak when not on the walkway, but other places they speak when I'm with my children. You know, and I'm not gonna destroy them and be like, fuck the white people. But when my kids aren't with me, them little white niggas don't talk.
Okay.
They don't speak. They keep their head down. That shit is hurtful to me. It's like, Billy, we just had baseball for 10 games. Like, you can't say hello outside of the diamond? Like,
This is a little small town. Say hi to a motherfucker. I'm real considerate. I'm real cordial. I'm from the South. I want to say hi. I almost spoke to you. You smell like baby oil and cocoa butter. But I ain't never met you in my life, and that's some weird shit to tell somebody, right? It's okay up here, but outside the door, just sitting like I'm about to rob this bitch, and I'm like, oh, you smell good? Is that baby powder in the little spray and baby oil? Oh my god, bitch. No. But yeah. And you lying motherfucker, you Nigerian, first thing you'll say, what the fuck is Ice Spice doing on your shirt? Why do you have Ice Spice on your shirt? It ain't an ass out, it's just Ice Spice repping. I don't like that.
That's funny.
I'm just saying, bro. I don't like that. That little bitch should be the new Wendy's trademark or some shit. Should be out here making money. Her face should be on Wendy's. That's who it should be. That's her next goal, I'm telling you. That's who she should be. Gotta diversify everything. It's racially ambiguous. Wendy's is white, not no more. We got Ice Spice. Like she twerk on like a hot and spicy chicken.
Okay, hit him up.
Pour some chili on her breasts. Straight out the warmer. Yeah, that was inappropriate. I'm sorry.
Oh, I love
it was just Ice Spice.
Oh.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh.
Sorry, I was still at the last joke.
I was on the last joke.
This is live? You gonna stop fucking with me? Yeah, so my name is Nick. I'm more than just a giant. Alright? I'm more than just penis. And it's not a lot of that. But I find in this world, genes is important. It comes with the dick. So, you know, I play spades. I got 5 in the possible at all times. 5 in the possible children. Just letting y'all know that. 5 and 2 possibles actual. So we going a dog. We going 10 every hand. What else? I don't know, man. The world's different right now. I just be living. I take care. I'm serious. I live. I take care of my little children. I feed them little motherfuckers. I teach them to cook. They just say little dumb shit, and then they be listening to shit. The Rugrats theme came on, and then mama was like, "Oh, I like Rugrats." And she's like, "Oh, look, it's Tommy Pickles." And my son was like, "She a fan, she a fan, she a fan." I was like, "Bitch, what?" I was like, "Son." I was proud, but it was unexpected. But yeah, we cook, we bake. I've perfected fried chicken right now. I know that sounds racist.
Okay.
Double fry some fucking chicken right now. That shit's crunchy and delicious. Just want to let y'all know. What else? Oh, does that mean 2? Yeah. That shit's scary. What if I ever pissed a little bit? That shit was frightening. That shit was like.
You're working so bad.
We just
the music changed. Everybody freaks the fuck out. Okay, so 2 minutes. What the fuck? Alright. I had cantaloupes. I grew cantaloupe, and they were beautiful. And I didn't want to rush them and cut them. So I left them bitches on the vine, because they weren't yet soft, yet firm. And I waited. And I went out and I went to check one of my cantaloupes. That bitch was bloated and burst, and it hurt me so bad. I don't know if y'all ever grown your own fruit or vegetables or anything like that, but nigga, a cantaloupe been looking at me for fucking 90 days now. You know, I've been watching that little bitch. Man. That little motherfucker had a little accident. And there was no saving it. Like, if shit was leaking, it came off and it was like... It's like, I want to try it, but I'm not joking. I was at it for like 2 minutes, just looking like, you think there's parts that are salvageable? Do you think it's all soft and juicy? Yeasty even? You know, like, I don't know. So yeah, that's about it. And I caught something that you were saying about people being rude and moving on with shit. I think they had better performers back then. Like, I feel like you snap on a motherfucker, you'll feel your life in danger, you don't play that part right. Like, that might be why Jordan was good as well, because he would beat a motherfucker up. And people don't realize that. He was great, but he'll punch you in the chest or some shit, you know? So, but yeah, it's nice seeing everybody.
Yeah!
Nick!
Yeah!
I'm gonna talk to you soon. So yeah, all right, man. Thank you. My name is Nick, and I appreciate everybody.
Oh, Nick and his dog! Nick and his dog! Get ready for your headliner in some love, because we're gonna bring this femme fatale to the stage, and make sure you keep your eyes open and follow her. The one, the only, Sheila D. Yeah! This is always so small. Hi, I'm Sheila. I don't understand how I became the headliner, because I honestly don't know what the fuck I'm doing here. I'm a pothead, and I say that because everything else I say is going to make sense to let you know that. So I was on my way here smoking a blunt, trying to figure out what the fuck I'm doing with my life. I'm 34, I was a rapper, and you know, I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna figure this shit out, but my first song was called Ballin' Like I'm Diddy. No, you're laughing, this is a real thing. I was dead ass serious. And I thought I was the shit back in the day when I first put it out. I'm like, I'm ballin' like I'm Diddy, look it up, it's on YouTube. So just as I'm like, what the fuck am I gonna do with my life? Like, I gotta do some shows or something. This nigga Diddy is out here beating bitches up and kidnapping people and drugging them, and so now I can't do that. So now I'm a fucking comedian with a paralegal degree. I'm serious, I do. People say I'm funny, but I just tell them about my life and they crack up. I'm like, oh shit, so I guess I am a comedian. I'm from Baltimore, Maryland. Where'd you say you're from?
Panama City, Florida.
Okay, that's why you never had to fight. I'm sorry about that. I don't even know how you escaped that. It's awesome. I come from a place where you have to fight or die. No, for real. I grew up fighting. I try to avoid it in every way. It is ridiculous, and I don't like to hurt my hands, but I had to. Okay. So I understand what you're saying. Yeah, and then also, and we'll swing back to Baltimore, but you guys are talking about his weight. What you don't know about skinny niggas in Nigeria, a big old dick. I know you got a big dick. That's why you be calm and cool. You walk around like you got a big stick. I seen that. And I been fucked with some big niggas before. Your dick might not be that big, especially if you talking about it. It's probably mediocre. I'm sorry. I got that out. I feel better now. Now back to Baltimore. Baltimore made me who I am. Baltimore made me who I am, and my directions, like the way that I can give directions, is superb, and it comes from the crackheads in our city. And for some reason, the dope in Baltimore, because we have dope fiends, they all do heroin, so I call them crackheads, but they're really dope fiends. And for some reason, the dope in Baltimore makes you hear this kind of sound in your throat. So all the heroin addicts sound like that, but they give you great directions. Fuck your GPS, fuck Siri. If you need to know where to go, ask the nearest heroin addict, and you'll know, because he'll be like this. Ooh, and that's another thing in Baltimore, they don't hit the ground. No. Pull up and beat the horn. Hey man, you know how to get to the Chick-fil-A? And then it's like they put their finger in the air. They always gotta do some movements like this. Hold on, let me see. Okay.
And they never give you real directions, no lefts or rights or anything. They just use what they see around them. You gonna go down there to the corner, you gonna see Shirley sitting on the porch. She's there every day. She probably got them same leggings on, they cheetah print. When you see her, okay, this hand, you're gonna follow this hand this way. You're gonna go all the way down to the corner, and then you're gonna see a yellow mailbox. And when you see that yellow mailbox, okay, you gotta squat down, and you see a skyscraper in the sky. And right on the corner, that's where Chick-fil-A is. You're like, okay, thanks, I got it. So yeah, I know how to give great directions. If we need to know how to get anywhere, just ask me. So I see my fucking big ass titties busting out of this shirt. I don't know what else to do. I didn't know what size my breasts were. I went to Victoria's Secret the other day to get measured. I am a 38I. They don't make that size for this shirt, so if you want to know how they feel, it feels like I had on 15 fucking seatbelts. And it's weird because it's like, if this was an xylophone, it would be like, like, I don't know. I tried to put it different ways. This is just how the fuck they look. And you have to deal with my titties. And it's because I gained weight, and it's weird. Because you talk about being skinny, I used to be really skinny. And then within a matter of fucking 2 years, I got like semi-fat. I don't feel like I'm all the way fat. I feel like I'm like semi-fat. Like I'm a cheeseburger away from being fat and like 10 pounds away from being a bad bitch. Yeah, I'm in the middle. So, yeah, and I'm on Ozempic, which is unfortunate because I've been on that shit for a year and I lost 8 pounds of my titty and my fucking forehead just keeps getting bigger. How the fuck you gain weight in your forehead? Like, that shit doesn't shit. How do you lose it? Like, what exercise do you do in the gym to lose your fucking forehead? Damn, and I shouldn't have sat down because now I'm my fucking fupa and I strapped this bitch down too. I got a girdle on. I can't breathe. I'm making this shit look easy. I can't fucking breathe. Okay. Okay, speaking of Nigerian, this is funny. So my mother my whole life told me she didn't know what the fuck we were, okay? But I don't know if the white people know. In the black community, people just want to be fucking Native American so bad. Even if you're not Native American, oh, I'm Indian. I'm mixed with Indian. That's the thing, I'm Indian. So I thought, like, my mom's like, yeah, we're on the Indian scrolls, we're in a book. What book, ma? What fucking scrolls are we on? And I'm pissed about it because I'm telling people, like, yeah, I'm Native American. I probably could have went to college for free. Like, what the fuck? I should get that. I should figure this shit the fuck out. Like, I could have some land, some rights, or something that's owed to me. What the fuck? So my mom got brain cancer and died. I'm sorry I said it like that. I'm very awkward. I'm still processing it. It's I'm not laughing. I don't think it's funny. This is just how I deal with shit. So she died, and I was like, well, I need to know what the fuck I am because I feel like a mutt. So I went and did 23andMe, and I found out a couple things. I found out I'm half Nigerian, and I found out my dad fucked around on my mom, and I have a sister. Yeah, that's weird. She keeps texting me, and it's like, bitch, I have daddy issues too. We got the same dad. I'm fucked up too. The fuck? I mean, I know I knew mine before you did, but still, in the same boat with you, I have no answers for you, bitch. I got 2 pictures. What you want me to answer for you? I know he was a firefighter at one point, and he was a football player, and he also did a lot of heroin. So that's probably why me and you are fucked up like this, homegirl. I'm sorry. You're putting your fucking trauma on me. You need to stop calling me. I have no answers. I have daddy issues too, you know, and I deal with that in smoking copious amounts of weed and love bombing niggas. I only stay around for the honeymoon phase, and then I leave. I cannot do it after that, and I know that's wrong with me, but I'm dealing with it. So I'm Sheila. Thank you for your time. I'm SheilaDComedy.com and at Sheila D. Yeah, on Instagram you can find me. Thank you.
Fantastic! little jokes, but can I tell you the craziest? You know what size I am? 38A. And they don't have that one either.
Damn, no, you're right, because that's like wide and small.
Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't mean to say it.
It's
That's
true.
the only way I could describe
My
it.
mother would say, you're big boned like your father. Because I got no boobs, so when you hear 38, you're like, wow, has nothing to do with that. It's just like, wow. So this has been a fun night, and we're going to have more fun. Thank you guys so much. If you love us, let us know. And at LASchoolofcomedy.com. And we are wrapped up now. And where's Jason? Jason, I didn't see you get back in there. When did you get back in there? I'm serious. I've been looking this way. That wasn't Jason.
Behind you.
No, that wasn't. That was a haint. All right, guys. You guys don't know about haints. I'm Sunda Krupas. Thank you, Jason Hamm, and thank you, Samantha Linderman, tonight.